Alright guys, how's it going? It's Python and welcome back to some more winhero on the channel. It's been quite a while, but the 1 year anniversary is right around the corner and I'm back to the game for a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna be back to this game fully. I'm quite behind, and what they're doing for the 1 year anniversary is really exciting and piqued my interest, and I really want to give it a go once again, and maybe stick to playing the game casually every once in a while. But again, I am quite a bit behind, so I don't know if that's gonna fully happen. But for the 1 year anniversary, which is coming out on the 6th as a whole, we already have a couple of login bonuses here and there in the build-up days to Friday, which is gonna be the campaign, which is gonna have a bunch of stuff added, including 15 new characters that are gonna be out simultaneously for the whole week until the 12th. Now, I'm assuming these characters are going to come out later one by one, but they're all 15 of these new characters are going to be available. Which is crazy. They're gonna be all available simultaneously in the game, and we have a trailer for them now. There is something about these characters which I'm gonna go over in a moment, because we have all of their skills, and as well as their typing and colors. But there's other news as well. We're gonna take a look at the trailer first for these characters. So let's do that, and then we'll talk about some other exciting news. Oops, I actually messed up my recording. It was too loud, so I had to redo this whole part. So there we go. We are on the YouTube channel when they do their announcements. We're getting 50 new characters with this little knight outfit, which is quite cool. Sick. Right, so that was the trailer for it. We'll get back to some other announcements in a moment, but actually let me just hop onto it. This is the visual as well. It's really cool. Wind Knight, that is the theme of all of these characters that are dropping. 15 characters in the same theme. However, there is a bit of a catch. All the characters kits have been dropped on this other video. I'll leave a link to it hopefully in the comments if I don't forget to do so. But you can find a link to it on their Twitter as well. So these are all the characters. There are 15 new characters. We have all of their skills, all of their kits. First of all, I want to show you a couple of, now these are the translated screenshots from the stream as well. We have, each of them have a specific skill based on their typing. So we have a chivalry wisdom for the support characters, which are going to be the three that you see on the screen there, Nire, Kiryu, and Suzuri. Those are going to be the three support characters, which are going to give attack power increase, defense power increase, and a heal barrier during the effect period. So each of them are going to have the same second passive skill. This is a second passive. Every character now in the game has a second passive. Back when the game came out, when I played it a little bit more, that was a bit of a rarity, but now everybody does. And then these are going to be all the supports. Then these are going to be the tanks. These four are going to be the tanks. They're going to have a chivalry shield ability, which increases attack power, defense power, and critical defense during the effect time. And then a whole bunch of attackers, which will increase attack power, defense power, and critical hit rate. Now, why are there so many attackers? And like, it feels very unbalanced, right? There's just so many attackers and so little of the other types. Well, if we go back to the video and take a look at the skills of each character, which we're not going to do one by one. Now, first of all, the typing kind of gives it away as well. The typing of all of these guys, all three the supports, all four of the tanks, and everybody else in the attacker, all of their typing, not their colors are different, but their typing is the same as their standard versions, right? So all these guys, original SS rank, are attackers, right? All these guys original are tanks, and all these guys original are support, right? If you've been playing the game since the beginning, you would know what I'm talking about. And the new Win Knight versions are essentially the exact same as their standard versions, with the new passive skill added as well. I'm not gonna go over all of them, they just have a different color, to be fair. So this Sakura is the same as the SS rank green Sakura, standard green Sakura, but with the Wind Knight passive added to it, which lasts for 90 seconds, and we don't actually see the percentages. They don't actually show it in the, it says that at the beginning of the wave you get the Wind Knight effect for 90 seconds, but we don't actually see the percentages. So this could be 10%, 20%, 30% of the what they said would be for attackers. What was it again? Attack power, defense power, and critical hit rate. So and this is literally the same for everybody. Let me just go to Umemiya real quick. Here's Umemiya. So if you remember Umemiya, blue Umemiya, the attacker Umemiya, which was the standard, the first standard Umemiya. Obviously there's a green support Umemiya, which was also in the first batch of characters released, which is also been in the standard pool for since the beginning of the game. That is not the one that is being copied. It's the blue one, which is kind of makes sense because he's in the school uniform. Same with Kaji. Kaji had the blue support and a red attacker. The Kaji is going to be the same as the red attacker. So this Umemiya is literally the same as the blue Umemiya, but with a passive as well. So he does 400 AoE damage, just like the blue one does. So it kind of makes sense that these are not going to be 50 new characters with like completely fresh new set of skills, but at the same time the standard characters in the game now are a bit dead. So it's gonna be interesting to see. This kind of makes me believe that there's gonna be only one banner. Maybe they're gonna separate them in 3 banners of, like, I don't know, maybe they're gonna separate them based on their typing, which wouldn't really make sense because there's too many attackers. Maybe they separate them by color, maybe they separate them by, I don't know, they do the first years and then they do the second years and then the Shistorian guys. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting for sure, but it's great that it's 50 new characters. I don't know how to feel about this because I do think that a regular character, again, I've been out of the game for quite a while, I've seen some tier lists here and there, and standard characters are not really up to par. The interesting one is actually the fact that Wanijima is actually being used quite a bit. It's still quite good. Where is he? There we go. So his standard is a blue attacker. Now we're gonna get a green attacker version. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Again, it all depends on the passive and what percentages it has, how much it increases in the 90 seconds. That's gonna be the interesting part. But the rest of their stats are going to be quite basic. Again, Wanijima is probably the better one. Suzuri is quite good, and Sakura is quite good when it comes to the standard variations. So, so yeah, it's interesting for sure. How they're going to go about it, and also, is it going to be worth it? That's the thing. There's other news as well, in my opinion, a little bit more exciting news. If I can just skip through this. Once again, the art for these guys looks awesome. It looks sick. A bunch of stuff, including a new Shistorian banner. Now, I don't know what this banner is going to include. I'm assuming, but because they've done this before, I think it includes every single Shistorian unit, like every single variation of these 4 guys that you see on the screen, every single one that's come out in the game, apart from the Ravens and the other one, the cyberpunk kind of vibe one that they've done. And we're gonna get 160 free tickets for this. From missions and stuff. This banner comes out on the 6th. However, there is a way to get 10 tickets right now. Obviously, you cannot spend those 10 tickets right now, but it is by playing a minigame. It's just you have to just tap the screen or click the screen if you're doing it on a browser like I was, and it took me quite a bit. And all you have to do is like tap the screen like 65 or 70 times. within 10 seconds, and you get a code which you can use to redeem 10 tickets for the Shistorian banner whenever this comes out, which will be on the Friday as well for the 1-year anniversary. So this is also quite good, and in my opinion, a little bit more exciting than the 15 characters. Again, I don't know how they're gonna implement them. I don't know if we're gonna get only them in the banner, if we're gonna have the standards in the banner. It wouldn't really make sense to have the standard SSs on the banner. Are they gonna what about the scene cards, right? Going back to these guys, what about their scene cards, right? Like, what are their scene cards gonna be? Are they gonna have 15? Are we gonna have 15 new scene cards? Are they gonna be easy to obtain? I really don't know. I really don't know, like, what's the deal? Are the same scene cards that work for the standard versions gonna work for their for these guys as well? I don't think so, because I feel like there are a couple that are color specific. I could be wrong though, but I do feel like there are a couple that kind of are color specific a little bit. Other than that, there's a bunch of stuff going on that's either a bit outdated now. But if I could go to, there's a code, I believe. There's a code somewhere. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to skip through this. I probably should pause and find it. Let me do that. All right, here we go. This is the code for 10 of the I forgot what they're called again. My goodness, I forgot what they're called. I don't know, the tickets for the for the assist triggers. I think they're called assist triggers. I don't know. I don't remember. You can tell I haven't been playing for quite a bit. But yeah, that's it for the 1-year anniversary. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. There's a bunch of rewards on your gift box already, so if you just go there and claim them, that'd be great. And if you're interested, excuse me, if you're interested in more content about the game, obviously I might do something, probably not on Friday when the anniversary drops, probably like either on Saturday or on Monday. Maybe I'll do a bit of gacha on the new banner if I decide to pull for it, because again, we don't know the percentages of the new passive that the Win Knight characters are gonna have, so it's gonna be interesting to see how good that makes these characters with the same skills as their standard variations. And also they have different colors, which obviously I kind of had to do, in my opinion, to make these guys a little bit more worth going for. Well, they are better than the standard versions. They are, and the passive could propel them to be much better than they are. Like, if that's 20-25%, I don't know how much better that makes them, but it definitely makes them a lot better than the standard. So I don't know how much better that makes them compared to some of the featured characters, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.